Dear friends, in this lecture I am going to discuss today about relative velocity, relative motion. So what is this relative motion? What is this relative velocity? So nothing in the world is absolute. Everything is relative. Before entering into this chapter, just I want to ask you one question. Now where you are sitting, you ask yourself whether you are at rest or you are in motion. Can you find the answer of this question? Whether you are at rest or you are in motion. If you will ask to your friend who is sitting with you, then your friend will tell that you are at rest because your friend is sitting with you. But somebody, suppose one of your friend is now in moon or somewhere in the universe, with respect to the other part of universe except the earth, with respect to moon, now you are in motion. So with respect to your friend, with respect to earth, you are at rest. But with respect to moon, you are in motion. So now one confusion is coming here. You can't reach in conclusion whether you are at rest or you are in motion. Who is behind this conclusion? Relative motion, relative velocity. I am telling you another example. Suppose your school last bell rang, the school is now over. You and your friend, all friends, now you come out of the gate, school gate, and ready to go home. When the school becomes over, the friends, the students do chit chatting with each other for 5 or 10 minutes standing near the gate. But what happened? When you are talking with your friend, another friend of you now coming in a bike with speed of 40 km per hour just touch your body to inform you, okay, bye, I am going home. Your friend who is coming with a speed of 40 km per hour in a bike just touch you to indicate, to inform you, okay, bye, I am going to my home. What happened there? What happened there? Immediately you will get angry. Why? Because you start scolding your friend because that you take that touching of your friend as a slap to you, as if your friend push you with a high force. You feel as if your friend hit you, and you start scolding to your friend, why you are hitting me? But what your friend will tell? Your friend will tell, no, I have not hit you, just I touch you. Then you will tell, no, you hit me. Then your friend will tell, no, I touch you. So the difference between touching and hitting. Your friend is telling that I touch you, but you are telling, no, you hit me. Now the confusion came, misunderstanding comes here. Who is behind this misunderstanding? Relative velocity. Your friend is right in his position. Why? Because your friend, when touched with his hand, his hand is rest with respect to him. If I am traveling at 40 km per hour, my hand is also traveling at 40 km per hour. So my hand is at rest with respect to me. So just I feel I am touching. But when the hand strike with the another body, means one hand is coming at a speed of 40 km per hour, touch means it is equivalent to hitting. One hand coming at a speed of 40 km per hour, touching means that is hitting for you. But the illusion, here the misunderstanding, the confusion comes. Who is behind it? Relative velocity. So another situation I am telling to you. Another situation, suppose you are in train. You are in one AC bogie. Everywhere the curtains are there and everywhere from all sides it is closed. And you are sitting in that bogie. You can't able to look to the surrounding, can't able to look to the outside. Then you cannot feel that the train is moving. Because when you look to your friend who is sitting with you, who is now traveling with you, you see that my friend is sitting with me, your friend will see that you are sitting with him. So you both are at rest with respect to each other. But you are, if you are in emotion, then you can't able to know. But with respect to the surrounding, with respect to the side trees, side buildings, the train may be in motion, but you can't able to know. I am describing another situation also, you might have faced it in your life. Suppose you are in a train, in a platform, the train is in platform, train stops for some time in platforms, the train is in the platform, and another two trains are just one is in the right side, one is in the left side of you. Three trains are at rest. You can't able to see the other part of the platform, only you can able to see the right train and you can able to see the left train, then nothing. And you are getting bored that why our train is not moving. How much time this train will stay here? In that situation you are waiting eagerly that when this train will move. But suddenly what happened? You feel as if your train is moving. You suddenly feel that your train is moving. You are looking to the right side train and you feel as if the train is moving. Then you become happy, okay, now my train starts moving. But after some time, when you have looked your right side train, after some time what happened? When the right side train, the last bogie will pass, and you can able to see the other part of the platform, then you will feel actually your train was not moving. The right side train was moving. Your train was not moving. You were still at rest. So you will be angry there that why this type of for a small time, why this type of happiness come to me that my train is moving. Again you will be sad. Right? Why this happened? Actually the right side train is moving, but you feel or it seems that you are moving. But after some time you came to know when you see the other part of the platform. This type of a confusion, all these are coming due to relative velocity. Due to relative velocity. Sometimes traveling in bus, also traveling in train. Suppose you are looking to outside only. Your focus is on the outside of the train. To the side trees, you are just looking to the side trees. So one type of feelings comes there that as if the trees are running. The trees are running and you are at rest. This type of feelings also comes to the mind. As if the trees are running, but you are at rest. But when you look inside the train, then you will feel, or to the other part, when you just turn your head to the other side, then you will feel, no, my train is moving, but the trees are at rest. So this type of a confusion comes in your mind. It is only due to relative velocity, what I am going to discuss today. With what velocity you are traveling, that doesn't matter. What velocity the other persons who are observing you, they measure your velocity, that matters. What velocity the observer measure, that matters. What velocity you are moving, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. What the observer is measuring, that matters. So what is the relative velocity? Suppose two persons, one is A, one is B. Two persons, suppose, if I say what is the velocity of A? I told you velocity of A doesn't matter, but velocity of A which is measured by B, that matters. How much velocity B measure, that matters. So what is the relative velocity of A with respect to B? Symbol we write VAB. Relative velocity of A with respect to B is the velocity of A which is observed by B. Relative velocity of A with respect to B is the velocity of A which is observed by B or measured by B. Velocity of A which is measured by B. So this is the relative velocity of A with respect to B. Velocity of A which is observed by B. So we write this, if we write in vector form, VA vector minus VB vector. VA vector minus VB vector. So here, if you write the magnitude of VAB vector, so this is VA square plus VB square minus 2A VA VB cos theta root over vector subtraction formula I used here. If you don't know, you see the vector lectures, subtraction lecture, then you can able to understand how this formula comes here. So this is the relative velocity formula. As theta is here, let's discuss one special case. Case 1. Theta is equal to 0. So VAB is how much? Means two bodies are moving in same direction. So what is the value of VAB? If theta is 0, you will put here. So this comes as VA minus VB whole square root over. So this is VA minus VB. VA minus VB. If two bodies are moving in same direction, so relative velocity is equal to VA minus VB. Remember this one is equal to VA minus VB. And if VA is equal to VB, then it will be 0. If VA equal to VB, then it will be 0. Means when A look to B, B is at rest. When B look to A is at rest. But actually both are moving in the same direction with the same velocity. But this seems as if they are at rest. When two bikers are moving parallelly with the same velocity, two bikers are moving parallel. They can give the things to each other easily because both are at rest with respect to each other. If one person sitting at the back of one bike can easily move to the other bike because both are at rest with respect to each other, no problem. If one person sitting at the back of one bike want to move to the other bike, he can easily move without any problem. You might have seen this type of stunts in movies. It's very easy to go to the other bike. It's a risk, but it is easy to go to the other bike because both are at rest with respect to each other. So, based on this also, one simple story is there I want to share with you. What happened once Einstein was traveling in his vehicle at a speed of 100 km per hour. 100 km per hour. Then, but the safety speed it was written on the road that 40 km per hour. On the road it was written the safety speed that 40 km per hour. Maximum speed limit 40. But Einstein is moving at 100 km per hour. Immediately the police van now run behind Einstein. Police van now run behind Einstein that and told Einstein, you are under arrest because you have crossed the safety speed 40 km per hour. You are under arrest. And policeman when run behind Einstein, policeman when move behind Einstein, the speed of the policeman was 90 km per hour. 90 km per hour the speed of the policeman was. Then Einstein then stopped the vehicle and go to the court. Court case now start, and in court Einstein told, when the police told that you have crossed the safety speed, that your speed was 100 km per hour, and Einstein said, no, my speed was not 100 km per hour, my speed was at 10 km per hour. Then the judge asked, how it is 10 km per hour? If my speed is 10 km per hour with respect to police van. With respect to police van, my speed is 10 km per hour. Though it is written 40, so I have not crossed the 40. My speed is 10 km per hour with respect to police van, which is less than 40. So what happened here? What happened here? Where is the mistake? Then Einstein told, the mistake is in the board. The board it was written that the safety speed on this road, which board it was written, the safety speed 40 km per hour. The Einstein told, you change that to 40 km per hour with respect to earth. You change the board 30 km per hour with respect to earth. Okay. So if you write with respect to earth, then nobody can now complain in court about this. Okay. Nobody can complain in court about this. So this is a very interesting story about Einstein. So now this is the when two bodies are moving in same direction. So relative velocity is just a subtraction of them. If two bodies are moving in opposite direction, what happens you see? If two bodies are moving in opposite direction, one is this side and one is coming from this side. AB. So angle is 180. Case 2 this is. So VAB is equal to, put here cos 180. This is minus 1, minus minus plus. So this is VA plus VB whole square root over. So VA plus VB. When two bodies are moving in opposite direction, the relative velocity between them is just the addition. Just the addition VA plus VB. These things will help you to do the questions very easily if you remember these cases. If two bodies are moving perpendicular to each other, two bodies are moving suppose perpendicular to each other, one body is moving like this and another one, suppose this A, I am drawing the figure you see, suppose A is moving like this, A is moving here like this, and B is moving in this line. B is moving here, B is moving in this line, you see, B is moving there, okay, in this line. This is VB vector, this is VA vector, okay, this is one in one plane. Then what is the velocity of A with respect to B? VAB, the angle between them is 90 degree, we will put 90 here, so VA square plus VB square root over. If you put 90 here, very simply we will get the magnitude. But where is the direction of the relative velocity in this case? Where is the direction? The direction is like this, you see. So VA vector, VAB vector is equal to VA vector minus VB vector. Means this is VA vector minus or plus minus VB vector. You have to draw minus VB. You have to draw minus VB. This is minus VB vector. VA plus or minus VB vector subtraction concepts are using. If you don't know, you go back and see the video lecture of the vector subtraction, then you can be able to understand. VA minus VB. So this is minus VB. Okay. So VA and minus VB are added. Then which one is the resultant? So this one is the resultant. This is VAB vector. What happens here? A is moving in this direction, B is moving in this direction, but when B look to A, B feels as if A is moving like this. Confusion will come or not? Confusion comes here. So he is actually moving in this line, but for B, when B looks A, B feel as if A is moving in this direction. This is the relative velocity. So I discussed the special cases of relative velocity which you can use to solve the numericals. Now we come to the practical life situation, more practical life situation of relative velocity. One very important practical life situation is rain and man. Have you realized it? Rain and man. Suppose you are going in a bike. Now the rainfall starts. If the rainfall starts, then what happen? If you want to go very fast to reach your home, you have no raincoat, you suppose drive it very fast now, because when the rainfall starts, you start driving very fast. When you start driving very fast, then you will feel the raindrops are also falling very fast. Have you realized it or not? When going in bike, suppose raindrops start, when you move very fast to go to your home quickly, then raindrop also, you will feel raindrops are also falling very fast. Why this happens? Due to relative velocity of rain with respect to man. Also you will mark that you will feel the raindrops are falling at an angle. If you are at rest, raindrop directly falling on your head. Neglect air blow. But when you start moving, raindrops start falling at an angle to you. You might have marked when the persons, those who go in bike during the rainfall, their front side gets completely wet. But if you see their back side, their back it is not completely wet, but the front becomes completely wet because rain starts falling at an angle with the horizon, angle with the vertical. Why the rainfall starting at an angle with vertical? Due to relative velocity of rain with respect to man. And when you increase your speed, the raindrops also comes very quickly to your body. The rainfall also happens very quickly. You feel the rain falls very fast and also with very high speed. If you go at a speed of 50 or 60 km during heavy rainfall, suppose heavy rainfall is there and you are traveling at a speed of 50 or 60 km, you will feel as if raindrops are not falling on your body. You will feel as if small stones are falling on your body. You will feel like that. The raindrops will hit your body with a very high speed. If you increase your speed, also that speed will increase. The raindrop speed also will increase. It will pain your body. If you travel for 30 minutes or 1 hour like this in rain, then when you come home at night, your body will pain. Why? Because the raindrops are rigid bodies actually. But when you increase your speed, accordingly the raindrop also hit your body with a high speed. If you will come to rest, you will feel that raindrops are easily coming and touching your body very smoothly. You will enjoy that. But you start moving with very high speed, they will hit your body. This type of a confusion comes due to relative velocity. So rain and what is this rain and man? If the man starts moving during rainfall, relative velocity, due to relative velocity of rain with respect to man, rain appears to fall at high velocity and also rain appears to fall at an angle with vertical. This is due to relative velocity of rain with respect to man. If you are holding the umbrella, you are standing and holding the umbrella, you will hold the umbrella like this straight like this. But if you start running, if you start running, you have to bend your umbrella like this and you will run. You have to bend the umbrella like this. Why you have to bend the umbrella? Because of relative velocity of rain with respect to man, this happens. So now let's discuss this one. This is the rainfall. This is the man velocity. Man is standing here, okay, with the umbrella here. But relative velocity of rain with respect to man we will find Vr vector minus Vm vector. So this is Vr vector plus minus Vm vector. So now let's do minus Vm. If this is Vm, this is minus Vm. Is it right? I am drawing the figure here. This is Vm, then this is minus Vm. Just I reverse the direction. It becomes minus Vm. Parallel exit. I have to add Vr with the minus Vm. So Vr is added with minus Vm. Minus Vm, Vr. When you add, what will be the resultant? So this one is the resultant. This is the relative velocity of rain with respect to man. Relative velocity of rain with respect to man is this. So how I will find its magnitude? VR square plus VM square root over, because angle between them is 90 degree. Angle between them is 90 degree. If you extend it forward direction, angle is 90 degree. Okay, so this is the fact. And this man has to bend the umbrella. See, how much angle he has to bend the umbrella? This much angle. Beta is the angle bent by the umbrella from the vertical, because rain is falling, making angle beta with vertical. Then tan beta is equal to Vm by Vr. I have to take only magnitude, no minus sign. Vm by Vr. More is the velocity of man, more is the velocity of rain. See, more is the velocity of man, more is the velocity of rain with respect to man. More is the velocity of man, more is the angle of bending. You have to bend the angle more. So this is the rain and man situation. So now I discussed why the rain appears to fall at an angle with vertical. This is due to relative velocity of rain with respect to man. We'll go to another example here. River boat. We'll go to another practical situation. River boat. See, river boat question. This also sometimes comes in exam. River boat. This is river. You have to cross from point A to go to the other bank of the river. This is the width of the river is D. River is flowing at velocity. Suppose you take VR is the velocity of the river. Both want to go from A to the other bank of the river. Two cases comes here. One is shortest distance. One is shortest distance. So let's first do shortest distance. Another one is shortest time. Shortest time. Shortest time we will do. Let's first discuss shortest distance. What happens in shortest distance? If you want to go from shortest distance, means which distance will be shortest? Is the width of the river. If you want to go from A position to the B position exactly, to exactly the opposite point of other bank of the river, then your boat velocity should be in this direction. This should be the direction of a boat velocity. If this is the direction of boat velocity, then river will take you in the downstream, but your boat velocity direction should be here. River will take you in the downstream and ultimately you will reach here. This is the velocity of a boat with respect to river. So this is the shortest distance. In shortest distance you will cross the river. But if this type of question comes in exam, then what will be asked here in this type of questions? It will be asked, you see the situation. First let's discuss here how this happens, how you reach at that point. Then we will go to the question. So this VB, suppose you making angle theta, you now take your boat. This VB can be resolved into two components. One is this side component. This will be VB cos theta, because theta is this side, and this is VB sin theta. So this VBR is equal to VB cos theta. This is VB cos theta. But this VB sin theta was this side. But your boat direction was there, but you reach at this point, means you reach at this point. This is your actual path of travel now. Means there is no displacement along the river or opposite to river. There is no displacement in the river line. Why there is no displacement in the river line? So that means there is no velocity in the river line. There is no displacement along the river means there is no velocity along the river. Why? But velocity is here. There should be some displacement. Why there is no displacement? Because that VR is cancelled by VB sin theta. You produce one component opposite to VR which cancel that VR. So no displacement along the line of the river. So VB sin theta is equal to VR. That means sin theta is equal to VR by VB. Question comes in exam at how much angle you should move so that you can reach the opposite angle of the opposite point of the river, just opposite point of the river. At how much angle you should move with the river flow? Listen to the question. At how much angle you should move with the river flow so that you can reach just the opposite point of the river. So what is the angle? Is that theta? No, it is not theta. The angle is with river flow 90 plus theta. After getting theta, you do 90 plus theta because this is the river flow. And both velocity and river flow, what is the direction? What is the angle? Angle is not only theta, 90 plus theta. Both start at an angle 90 plus theta with respect to river flow or with river flow. You have to write the answer. Angle is 90 plus theta, not theta. Don't keep the answer in theta. If the question is asked with river flow how much angle, you have to write 90 plus theta. Another question also sometimes is asked here. How much time it takes to move that point? What is the time taken? Time taken. This is the distance covered. When you will find time taken, you have to go in a particular line. Whenever you will use the equation of motion, you have to go in a particular line, either along x-axis, only x-axis. If along y-axis, only x-axis, y-axis. You have to take all acceleration, velocity, displacement along that line only. Don't confuse about this. So let's apply now this equation from this to this directly. What is the distance? From A to B, time is equal to distance by velocity. What is the distance? Distance is d. And what is the velocity in this line? VBR. But VBR is how much? If simply you will use triangular law, if simply use Pythagoras theorem, simply Pythagoras theorem, this VBR is one side of this right angle triangle. Can I write this VB square minus VR square root over? This is VB square minus VR square root over. VRB square minus VR square root over. This is the time taken to cross the river from this point to this point directly. This is about the shortest distance. Now we come to shortest time. When this time will be shortest. So how you should travel in the river? This is point A. This is point B. If you want to make the time shortest, you see, this is the time expression, or also we can write this time as like this. D by VB cos theta. We can also write the time like this. D by VB cos theta. Why? You see, VBR is also VB cos theta. You can write like this, you can write like this, you can write like this. But this one will be more appropriate for you to remember to solve the questions. But now say I told shortest time, this time will be short. If dVB constant, if cos theta will be less, time will be short. If cos theta will be more. Cos theta more means how much? 1. If cos theta is 1, I told this is shortest time means cos theta more. If cos theta is 1, what is the value of the theta? Theta value will be 0. Time will be less if cos theta is more. Cos theta more means 1. This 1 happens, theta is 0. Theta 0 means VB will be in this line. If VB will be in this line, time will be short. And where will it reach? VBR is in this line. This is the VB. BR is in this line. River velocity in this line. You are going in this line. Where will it reach? The river will now take you in the downstream and will reach at this point. This will be your actual path. This will be your actual path and you will reach at this point. And what is the shortest time taken? The question will be asked how much time it takes to reach at this point. This is the width of the river is d. So in this line width is d distance and this line speed is vb. Distance in this line is d and in this line speed is vb. Okay, so d by vb. In one line you just apply. That is sufficient. Or you can put here cos theta is maximum 1. So answer is d by vb. And what is the another question is asked here? How much is the shift along the direction of the river? Along the direction of the river, how much shift? Shift is BC. Shift BC is equal to, how will find the shift? Shift is along the direction of the river. This line, in this line use the equation. This much distance you need. So distance is equal to here speed into time. VR into time. And what is time? Time is d by vp. So this is the shift along the river, and This is the time taken, the shortest time taken to cross the river. Whenever the river boat question comes, you remember these formulas. Which formulas particularly I am telling to you? This formula, then this formula, and this formula. These four formulas you remember. For these two cases, shortest distance and shortest time, you can able to solve all the questions of river and boat. So today I discussed about the relative velocity and hope you can able to remember the formulas to solve the questions. Thank you.